Now, two other bones that you have on your chart here that you need to know are very hard to see from the outside. We're going to try and show it to you here. The first one is the ethmoid bone. From the inside you can see it here. That's going to make up part of the eye orbit, the inside portion in here. That's the ethmoid. You'll also have the sphenoid bone. Now the sphenoid bone is this one here that kind of looks like a moth or a bat, right through here. Okay, and again, this is going to make up the lateral walls of the eye orbit and part of the lowest part of the skull. Now, in the sphenoid bone, you have this little part here called the coelica turnica. This part is where the pituitary gland rests, so it's well protected because that is considered the master gland, which we'll study more when we do the endocrine glands. Finally, as part of the skull, really didn't know where else to put this bone. It's a very, very small bone, as you can see here. As we zoom out to give you an idea of the size, it's really quite small. This bone is called the hyoid bone. The hyoid bone is the one that I jokingly call the orphan bone, because this is the only bone in your body that does not form a joint with another, form a connection with another bone anyplace else in the body. This one sits underneath your chin, back of your throat. This is the one that a forensic scientist, if they see that they suspect a murder victim has been strangled, this bone, being very, very small and delicate, will be crushed. An idea about where the hyoid bone sits. It's going to sit mid-anterior, right about in here. Now, it's going to be attached to, by ligaments, to these styloid processes that I showed you earlier. Again, these styloid processes are generally broken off in a natural bone skeleton, but in a plastic model, you can see where they would sit. And in this position right here, you can easily see how this bone could be broken or crushed if a murder victim is being strangled.